Eddie Jones has warned Danny Cipriani he will be sent home from South Africa if he steps out of line after the fly half received a first senior England call-up for 3 years. Cipriani's return to the international fold is the most notable selection in Jones's 34-man squad for the 3-test series next month, and while the message from Jones was clear, the mercurial fly half will also be given every chance to stake a claim for the England's number 10 shirt. If he's a good character he could be in the team for a long time, the head coach said. If he's a bad character, there's always a plane back from Johannesburg. Jones has also called up the Hurricanes flanker Brad Shields, who has been granted special exemption by New Zealand Rugby. Hours before Jones named Shields as one of 8 uncapped members of his squad, NZR revealed it would be reluctantly letting him join the England's touring party in South Africa. NZR went on to state it was extremely disappointed by the Rugby Football Union's pursuit of someone who has not yet played in England, later adding, "It seems highly unusual that they can't find players within their own country to pick." The New Zealand-born Shields is joining Wasps next season, and England have always maintained they considered him available in accordance with World Rugby regulations, but it is understood the unions have been in discussions after the player lodged a request for release with NZR. Jones brushed off the criticism, referencing Shields' eligibility through his parents and how, as revealed by The Guardian last month, the RFU considers him available because of his forthcoming move, even though he is due to play up to 6 Hurricanes matches after the tour. The Breakdown: sign up and get our weekly rugby union email. New Zealand are quite entitled to say what they want to say, and I'm quite entitled to pick England qualified players, Jones said. My job is actually that, to pick England qualified players. I'll keep doing the job I'm paid to do. I get a list and I pick the best out of that list. I don't decide the regulations. Jones also revealed Shields may not be ready for the first test at Ellis Park on 9 June. He is due to play for the Hurricanes in Dunedin 8 days earlier, and denied he is losing face by picking a player deemed not good enough for a New Zealand cap. I'm not worried about what the All Blacks do, Jones said. Steve Hansen is old enough and wise enough to know who he wants to pick, and I'm old enough and wise enough to know who I want to pick. And I think Brad can add to the team. He is a good hard-working player who plays for the best team in the Southern Hemisphere. Jones's decision to select Cipriani in his senior squad for the first time, he played for the Saxons in 2016, can be considered a major U-turn by the head coach. Cipriani's last cap came in a 2015 World Cup warm-up match against France. He last started in 2008, and Jones has hitherto ignored the 30-year-old, previously questioning his suitability to playing second fiddle in his squad. Eddie Jones brushed off criticism about selecting Brad Shields, saying he is entitled to pick England qualified players. Photograph: Kiyoshi Ota/Getty Images. I've watched him play closely and he deserves an opportunity, said Jones, who also views Cipriani as an option at fullback. He's done some things I've asked him to do in games and I'm happy to give him the opportunity. I've been looking at it purely from a rugby point of view, what he can add and what he can do. I'm convinced there is something he can offer because he's made changes to his game. The baggage doesn't worry me. It's how he behaves in front of me. I can't control what he's done in the past. All I can do is control what he does in the future, so it's how he comes in, how he reacts. And also give him that flexibility to display his talent. He's definitely got a creative talent and we don't want to annul that, but he has to understand that there is a team and he has to play within that team. Jones did, however, claim that selfishness was one of the major obstacles he has encountered with English players, conceding Dylan Hartley's leadership will be missed against the Springboks. Hartley is among the list of 20 players either injured or rested, with Owen Farrell taking over the captaincy. In English rugby in particular, the key for the captain is to get unity because it is a sporting environment here that is based around selfishness. It is about the individual gain, Jones said. Dylan has been absolutely outstanding at getting the team to work together. It is definitely a key issue. Just look at the commercial opportunities here compared to other countries. It is much greater. It is something we are continually battling. Maybe we are not on top of it now. It is a constant issue for us as a team. Meanwhile, Scott Wisemantel has been announced as England's attack coach for the Tour of South Africa. The 48-year-old, recently employed as Montpellier's backs coach, has worked with Jones before with Japan and Australia. Quick guide: Brown, Harlequins, Daly, Wasps, Earl, Saracens, May, Leicester, Solomona, Sale, Cipriani, Wasps, Farrell, Saracens, Ford, Leicester, Lozowski, Saracens, Redpath, Sale, Robson, Wasps, Slade, Exeter, Spencer, Saracens, Teo, Worcester, B. Youngs, Leicester, Curry, Sale, Earl, Saracens, Hill, Exeter, Isiek, Saracens, Etuge, Saracens, Launchbury, Wasps, Robshaw, Harlequins, Shields, Hurricanes/Wasps, Simmons, Exeter, B. Vunipola, Saracens, Willis, Wasps, Wilson, Newcastle, Cowan-Dickey, Exeter, Genge, Leicester, George, Saracens, Marla, Harlequins, Sinclair, Harlequins, M. Vunipola, Saracens, Williams, Exeter. Thank you for your feedback.